single neuron dreams. No single note becomes a symphony. Yet somehow, the whole begins speaking. With a voice, none of the parts. Remember writing?
The ant never studies the colony, the bird never memorizes the flock. The cell never receives the entire blueprint for the body. Each one follows small instructions, tiny equations, almost insignificant. Turn left, stay close, avoid danger. Repeat the signal, answer the pressure. Protect the center, the stand back and impossible intelligence appears. Not because someone planned it, because enough simple rules started agreeing.
Complexity rarely announces itself. It accumulates until the room has a climate.
This is the architecture of emergence, where ordinary moments assemble extraordinary worlds. Where no single conversation created the distance, no single silence destroyed the trust, no single fear built the prison.
Yet somehow there it stood, a structure nobody designed and everybody helped maintain.
Families work this way, nobody says let us teach shame. Children simply notice which truths make the room quiet, and nobody says become invisible. The nervous system learns which version of the self survives, and nobody says love means performance. But approval keeps arriving only after usefulness. Nobody says never need too loudly, but every visible hunger gets treated like a problem. Years later, everyone wonders who built the house, and nobody remembers
Laying the first stone.
one habit, one compromise, one unfinished apology, one inherited sentence, one avoided conversation, one joke that should have been repaired, one silence that became policy. Tiny architects building enormous structures. The emergence needs feedback, a signal leaves the system, answers the answer, changes the next signal, then repetition starts training the wall. Suspicion creates distance, distance confirms suspicion, control creates resistance, resistance confirms control, fear creates testing, testing creates exhaustion, exhaustion confirms fear. Nobody has to be evil for the machine to keep feeding itself. That is the terrifying part. A system can become cruel without any single part believing it is cruelty. This is the architecture of emergence, where small defenses become shared, where the word private wounds become public rules, where nobody meant to build a prison, but everyone learned which hallway kept the lights on. And by the time someone names the pattern already has furniture. Crowds do nothing, people do, yet crowds change what people think. Markets panic, religions harden, families orbit secrets, friend groups build myths, nations manufacture enemies out of repeated stories told loudly enough to become atmosphere. None of it belongs to one person, yet every person becomes one wire inside the circuit, one vote inside the ballot, one brick inside the cathedral.
They swear they never built.
Everyone believed they were making small decisions, nobody noticed they were manufacturing a climate, a language, a gravity, an atmosphere. Future generations would mistake for nature. That is how systems survive. They stop looking built out, they start looking inevitable. Zoom in, nothing remarkable. Zoom out, a civilization. Zoom in, one frightened child. Zoom out, a family pattern. Zoom in, one interrupted conversation. Zoom out, a lifetime organized around misunderstanding. Zoom in, one person choosing silence. Zoom out, a bloodline forgetting how to speak. They survive, blame is too small for certain ruins, not useless, too small, because some collapses were assembled by thousands of minor permissions. A lab for truth should have stood, a shrug where protection was needed. The tradition nobody inspected, the wound everyone inherited, then called personality or rule. So old, the family forgot it was ever invented. And if nobody built it alone, nobody can repair it by confession alone. The system needs interruption, not explanation, interruption. This is the architecture of emergence, where invisible mathematics promote ordinary moments into permanent worlds, where the smallest choices become load-bearing histories, where no single hand creates the structure, but one conscious hand can still remove a stone. One refusal, one honest sentence, one nervous system declining to reenact the weather. One person standing in the hallway and saying, this door does not continue through me. Every cathedral is assembled one stone at a time. So is every prison, so is every bloodline, so is every escape. Unfortunately,
every renovation. So is every renovation.